Hello, everyone. Welcome to this episode of the show. On this episode of the show, I'm bringing in somebody that is well versed in the Ogun market. Recently, there's a whole lot that's been going on in Ogun State. They have launched an airport which is now fully operational. Some 3-4 months ago, Dangote put in the bid to do a seaport, to facilitate a seaport in the free zone on local access, and also one of Nigeria's most successful investors in the diaspora, Bayo Ogunlesi, which also comes from Ogun State, that's where he was born, has announced his intention to invest back in Nigeria. And investors are seeing Ogun State as a very, very hot spot. So I'll bring somebody that's well versed in the market in Ogun State and also is a developer there to ask him kind of gauge temperature of what investment looks like and what value looks like in the area, and to see if it's something that you also be interested in plugging in. Welcome to the show, Mr. Yemi. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm fine, my brother. Good evening.
Good evening. So if you could quickly just introduce yourself and introduce what you do, and we'll just take it from there.
Okay. Good evening once again. So my name is Olodru Oyemi Julius. So I co-found a real estate company named Hybrid Land Tech Limited, and we've been in the industry for 3 years. But personally, myself, I've been in the industry personally for about 8 years, counting now.
Okay. Thank you so much. So I'll just get the cut to the chase. Do you think that the value that people are seeing in Ogun right now, do you think is all a hype?
A deep one. So, no, I would say it's a no because it is not all of the hype that people are saying. Well, everybody has, should I say, a bad precedent of Ogun State not having this social infrastructural delivery, and a lot is changing. A lot is changing. So I can say yes, a lot is still happening when it talks about the social infrastructural development. Talking about the trunk A, trunk B, and the trunk C roads. Majorly the trunk A and the trunk B road, which is the federal and the state road, connecting them together. But of a truth, yeah, I've been in Ogun State market for a while, let's say 7 years, but a lot is happening. So it is not the hype of the hype because it has shown. If you look at the IGR as at 2024, you can see Ogun State topping the list when it's talking about southwest after Lagos though. I know it is Ogun State, not even Oyo. So it means something is happening in Ogun State that the investors really need to open their eyes, drag the market straight, and look into Ogun State. So it is not a hype. A lot is happening in Ogun State already.
Okay. So it's interesting you mentioned the IGR, and also you mentioned in the southwest after Lagos State. So do you think that that value is mostly from Lagos State, or is an independent value that Ogun State is deriving from just being the proximity to Lagos, or there are things that are happening in Ogun State independent of its proximity to Lagos?
Okay. In all sincerity, economic wise, market wise, we say it's a mutual benefit. Yeah, I would say it's a mutual benefit. So, people will say yes, Ogun is tapping from Lagos, but look at it. It is both of them enjoying from themselves. How do I say it? If you look at I think the recent stock exchange market value. Look at Beta Glass. Beta Glass is okay. Some will say it's in Ogun, some will say it's in Lagos. In all sincerity, Better Glass is in Ogun State. So if Better Glass is topping that chart, talking about the FX market, so it's showing that not in Lagos State, is in Ogun State. So it's Ogun State kind of the way the governor is saying it now, that Ogun State can stand without Lagos, but we can't divert from the fact that they are both sharing this mutual benefit. So I would say it's a 40-60, but at the same time, they are both benefiting from themselves because there's a lot.
Symbiotic.
Yeah, it's a mutual benefit. Yeah, it's a mutual benefit because imagine people cannot really afford the Lagos state, living in Lagos, and people are dragging down to Ota because it's more closer to Ikeja and the like. So it's a mutual thing, like what you just said.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's what mentioning that you said one of the topping better class, which is Ogun State, is one of the companies that
Yeah.
are kind of topping the stock market, the Nigerian Stock Exchange (NSE). So it leads me to my next question. So for the uninitiated, for people that are trying to come into the market, can you, because sometimes the lines are a bit blurred, can you give us a concrete idea of what the geography looks like? Where does Lagos start? Where does Ogun State start? Where does Lagos stop? Where does Ogun State start? So that people can just have, like an overview of
Mm,
where those boundaries and
mm,
where we can see major developments flowing as far as commuting looks like. Those areas that are bordering Lagos, and obviously those are the areas where we can start to see that mutual symbiotic benefits too. So just give us a
mm.
crash course on the geography of Ogun State.
Okay. Thank you. It's a deep one. Just today it's just coincidence. Just today I was just checking something on ChatGPT. Okay, what are the boundaries around Lagos and Ogun State? And I can tell you it starts from Adodo. Adodo Ota is it shares the closest boundary. So
That's
we're picking
Otta.
it from the economic side and the geographical side. So first it starts with or Ado daughter. If you do the ChatGPT, anybody listening to this video, listen to this video after now, start from Ado daughter. I was even thinking it should be like Mowe, but no, Mowe didn't come in to start from Ado daughter. Ado daughter shares the closest boundary with Lagos, which is the Keja, the Yanokwaja axis like that. So I think taking it further down, that should be I think Adodo Ifo, but I know it starts from Ado daughter. Then I
Mm-hmm.
think Ifo, then Shagamu, then Owode,
Mm.
then dragging it down. So like that. So let me come to the real estate term for people to understand it. So where people understand basically is the Ekpe Ijebu
Mm-hmm.
axis,
Mm-hmm.
which is the
That's the other
popular
side.
one that
Mm.
yeah, the
Mm.
other side from the Lagos Island. So I
Mm.
didn't really see that. If you press it in ChatGPT now, what are the boundary points within Lagos, the closest to
Mm.
Lagos? You will see Adodo are coming first. Funny enough. So, but
Mm.
looking at it, us being in the industry and as developers, we know that yes, there's Ekpe Ijebode.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ekpe Ijebode. Then that is from the island to coming off the island side.
Mm.
Yes, Ekpe Ijebode, that's one. Then I'll still put Ekpe Odogbolu also. Odogbolu falls there. So Ekpe Ijebode is the Ibejuleki
Mm-hmm.
entry in Ekpe. So Ekpe Ijebode is what concerns the geographical part, talking about Lagos and Ogun State. Then another angle is Odogbolu coming from Omu, the Lagos State food and logistics hub. Then we're pushing it a little. We enter Shagamu also. So I'm trying to treat it like that. Shagamu,
Mm.
then from there, Shagamu, you can link to Mowe. Mowe, I'm taking it back to the Lagos mainland.
Back
Then,
to mainland side. Okay, from the
yes,
mainland end. Okay.
yeah. So, Mowe, then Mowe, if you take it down, then we'll get to Bega. So it works
Mm.
like that. The Magodo Bega, you're getting it. Like I said, if
Mm.
we turn it, if you turn it deep, then we should be able to alight at Adodo a little. So
Mm.
Adodo, then tweaking it, then we can put the Agbara also first there. Agbara connecting
Mm-hmm.
in Janiki. So it's like it's rotating like that. Then
Mm.
down a little E4 comes in, then like that. So okay,
Mm-hmm.
yes, yeah, like that. So those are the boundaries, kind of. It might not be perfect, but relatively, any investor looking at venturing into okay, I cannot afford Lagos. I want something within the boundaries of
Mm.
Lagos and Ogun State. These are the arrangement they should look at
They should be
following
looking at.
through, where
Mm.
they can probably do investment and they are sure within 5 6 years they can also benefit
Mm.
from their investment.
Okay. All right. Thank you so very much. So, but in terms of value, like in all of these areas you've mentioned, where do you think is the area with the most value, or that is the most valuable now, or that will be the most valuable in the quickest time possible?
Okay, sharing boundaries with Lagos State, right?
Yeah. Yes. Is it the mainland side or from the island side, the west side? Which one do you think?
Hmm.
is
Okay,
more or
so
would be more valuable in the near future?
I'll pick it from the reality side. Reality side is being that what is already on ground, not looking at what is to come. If it's looking at the futuristic, what is to come, and we know where we'll pick it from, what is on ground, I will pick it and I will arrange it like that, like a scale of preference, like that. So if it is what is on ground, as at presently now, I'll pick it from Adodo. Adodo stands the chance of beating any boundary point within Lagos and Ogun State because it is already existing. People are walking from Ikeja, GRA, down to Yanokwaja, down to Yanokwaja. They all stay in Adodo. The Yanoyesi, Yesi, the Itele axis. So they find it comfortable buying a plot of land, building a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, and no landlord is going to disturb them. The fence they are living, so they know they have to go out early in the morning, then come back late in the night, or chill around, then come back in the weekend. So I'll pick because that area already gives people that residential, urbanized vibe to sustain their livability. So I'll pick it from that angle, and that angle also shares boundary with Mao too. Because from Adodo Ota, you can zoom in to Agbara link to Janikin, you are going to Kokomaiko going back to Mao too, and you can just link to the island. So that serves a purpose for those living on the mainland and those going to the Festac axis, the trade fair axis. So Aton is just in the center of it also. Adodo works perfectly well. So Adodo comes first. Then for those that want to think of the futuristic part, then you want to zoom to Omu axis. You want to do the Omu, the Odogbolu, do some good land banking there. So for it now, it is Adodo comes first. Adodo comes first because Adodo still covers down to the tertiary institutions are there. I've not even spoken about that. There is the Kenaland is there. The Bells is there. I think there's Crawford University is there. So a lot of things are happening. Adodo is so blessed and rich, and I won't say urbanization, industrialization, and a lot of things are happening there. A lot of agri settlements, palm resorts are there. Adodo is just for now is it until probably the proposed international airport starts. Then Zoom, Ijebode would come in. Well, we are still going. There's still the airport that has started at Iperu. That's Iperu Illusion, but for now, Adodo stands first.
Okay, we'll go to the airport very soon. The airport just launched. It's a very good one, but some people are saying that why are you building an airport when Ogun State has, great infrastructural challenges, especially with the roads? So, what do you think is the challenge with the roads, and how do you feel like this administration is trying to solve those challenges with the inner roads and also the roads that link to Lagos?
Well, that is a major challenge, honestly. But with what is happening now, I don't know if if you heard about the news of the construction ongoing in the Ibadan Shagamu interchange. So a lot is happening there, and I see that this present administration have seen the past mistakes and they're trying as much as possible to make amends, which will give it to them. This is not a political discussion, but what we see is what we are saying. Work is ongoing. So for Ogun State, it has been is it precedence or antecedents or antecedents we say it now. The mistakes has been there in the past. Imagine a state, imagine a state having a one-time president, 8-time president, and we can't see the developmental impact of it. So it's a poor one. But looking at things ongoing now, work is ongoing. So we can see it is not a virtual thing, it's physical. We're all seeing it happening. So Ogun State is lacking, but it's showing in the IGR, in the on the FX market. Ogun State is getting there. So and the developments are coming on. So to cut long story short, the Shagamu is definitely going to link to the Elisha Imperial axis, and the road is ongoing. So we hope in like 2-3 years it is going to be better for. It's talking about the Tronke and the Tronke roads.
The Tronke. Okay, so that's like a work in progress. So, but which of these areas, which you've also mentioned, I've been to Canaan Land a whole lot of times. So as has that road, so that's the area you're kind of that outer area you're targeting to be kind of like the most valuable at the moment. So what is the road to Lagos like right now? The road from Lagos to Ota area.
Okay. Well, I'll take from two angles. I'll take from the side that the work is ongoing. I think is on the net. If you look at a lot of bloggers on YouTube, they are
Mm,
going to see the work and they're pushing it out to see that fine. Diaspora people, enough is enough, or work is ongoing. So I'll pick
mm,
it from the Songo Ijiroko down to the Songo Ijiroko. Yes, the work is slow, but it is showing. So
mm,
a road that has two flyover bridge, one at Ojuore and the other at Kenaland. So it's a work in progress. Work is ongoing. As at now, I think the last video I saw, the Ojuore flyover bridge is really really going very fast. Same to the Kenaland flyover bridge. So the work is ongoing. The work
mm,
is ongoing. No, it is ongoing. So it is. They are working very hard. It's slow though. It's a normal African Nigerian mentality, but the contractors they are doing because we see the way those in the Asian Asian parts do their stuff and it's very very fast. But we can't see the fact that we have a lot of things that we cannot even explain yet. But work is ongoing.
it's
So
ongoing.
at the other side, you coming from Mile 2 linking down to the Canaan and all those roads are good. Yeah, they're very one side of it is very, very good. Linking down from like I said, Mile 2, Pestac and the likes, turning in from Okokomaiko to Agbara, then linking to Lusaida down to Aton bus stop. A lot is ongoing there. To that Aton bus stop, the road is good, it's accessible.
Mm,
Because
okay.
once most times we use that route to connect from the island, then to Aton. Then if you're not looking back to Canaan land. So but the Canaan land axis down to Songo Jiroko, rock to Songo itself, work is ongoing. It's
Mm.
looking slow, but we are seeing that the future is bright.
The futures, man. Okay, so now let's talk about the two. We'll talk about them individually. The two other big projects. I mean, although you've mentioned it in passing, Canaan Land is also a big one. There's the Arc. Maybe we'll talk about that as a third developmental project that's kind of making Ogun State to look like the next best location, even over Oyo, like you touted. So the airports, talk about the airport and talk about the opportunities for investors in that axis of the airport.
Okay, thank you. So, like aviation is a very good business, and seeing the BlackRock billionaire Bayogulesi coming to pay homage to that development shows he sees a foresight and he sees something great happening there. And he said something. I think I listened to a video that he said that's the I think the fastest airport to be delivered in a short time. Yeah, that's the Ogun State International Airport. So opportunities there are they're enormous for people to tap in. That's those in the Iperu, Ijebu, the axis. Definitely people start using. I think Abuja flight has been officially scheduled for Tuesdays and Thursday. So
Mm,
meaning if you're around Ijebu and it has been long overdue, if you're in Ijebu you can connect easily to use that to Abuja. I know definitely very soon now we should have more flight booking coming to that axis. So many things applies to that area, and that airport is not far from the Babcock University. So that's a
mhm,
plus to that university, that it attracts more attention to it. So
mhm,
one, it's going to affect the livability standard of living in that environment. People will tend to come and do business within that environment. So
mm,
standard of living is going to increase. It is now a challenge, or yeah, a challenge for the Lagos State government to make sure that the trunk B roads are being worked on. That is the internal trunk B and trunk C roads, the internal roads, that's the state and the local government road, are being worked on, so that accessibility is very, very important for people to access into to the airport. And it's going to affect a lot of things. Short-let business are going to be growing there very fast.
mhm.
Rental income is going to increase. People want to build houses. For the university, the hostels want to build more hostels there. So generally, it's going to affect the standard of living in that environment, and more IGL to be generated for Ogun State at large.
So, do you have any investment opportunities? But before you answer that, seeing that the airport is close to Ijebode, right?
Yes, it's in Djibouti, Ekpe Edition. Yes.
Don't you think there's going to be it's going to be redundant when the Lekki International Airport starts on its own? Do you think so?
Wow, that's a deep one. That is a deep one. That is a deep one. Well, they could live in another 4 5 years. 5 4 5 years. Let's see what happens there. But I know if it is the vision that this present Ogun State governor carries, that the next governor carries, then it shouldn't happen. It shouldn't. It shouldn't disturb themselves. It shouldn't. Because they are still of a distance. Because the proposed international airport is in Ekpe, and linking to Ijebu, they take or leave 1 hour, 1 hour plus. So I think there's the distance apart should be an advantage for that airport to strive if the government knows what they're doing. If they know what they're doing. Provide good connectivity. That's what people want. You're going to the airport, you don't need to spend much time accessing to the airport and do your thing, cargo. And the good part again is the cargo, the inland dry port is coming to Djibouti, and it's closer there. So I think Ogun State saw this coming and they came prepared. I think the Minister for Marine or so, they just got that. I think 130 hectares of land was allocated to them from Ogun State government, to the federal government. So, and imagine your cargo comes transporting down to the.
Is that different from the deep sea port that Dangote is interested in?
Yes, definitely. They are different.
Okay.
This is a dry port. The one in I think is around Ekpe Mojoda axis.
Okay.
Because around that axis there's a toll. There are 2 toll booths there. Yeah. So within the axis, that's where it is a dry inland port. So because there's no water around there, so it's definitely going to be containers driving in and out from the airport at a very relation. Because it's a straight connecting road from the toll gate straight in down like that to Babcock, connecting to the airport. So they saw it coming, so they provided opportunities that will make that airport to strive even outside the proposed international airport at Djibouti, at Ekpe, sorry.
For
flights,
for passenger
for flight
commute. Okay. So do you have any opportunities in that axis?
Okay, so yes, we do have, but there's one thing about me as a developer. I carry sincerity to the top of it all. So as of now, these are the bureaucracies we have as developers that make us look like liars in face of our investors. I will explain. For example, there is this deep sea port coming at they call it the blue scheme. Yeah, the blue scheme at Olokola. Now, till now, no developer or even surveyors that still convinced to know where the axis where that development is coming up in. We only know that yes, there was a functioning seaport there that was not working, so they want to upgrade it. So we don't know the expanse of land to the left, to the right. If it's 500 hectares, we don't. Nobody knows. So everybody's just pushing it. Something is coming. We don't know. The same thing also is happening to this dry port we just mentioned now, the Ogun State dry port, inland dry port. So we just know that it's in that Ekpe motion. And nobody knows. They said it's okay, 130 hectares. Nobody knows. But sorry to say, developers is coming. So clients just keep pumping, and before later when they now set the boundaries out, then it now becomes the government have done this. So that synergy within them at the Ministry of sorry to say lands, whatever, it's not always there.
So developers are just winging it. Some of them are just winging it in selling properties in those axes.
Yeah, that's honest truth. That's on the street.
Okay. So where do you have? We are still going to talk about the deep sea ports. Where do you have verified opportunities in, and why do you think that that location is a good location for investors to pitch in?
Okay. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Where we have opportunities is that Norfolija,
Mm-hmm.
Norfolija within that axis that is close to those axes is at Norfolija, adjacent Lagos State University of Education. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because I've been spanked well in this industry, so I take my time before I say something in the
Mm.
air. I make sure it is verified. So we have something at Norfolija, which
Mm-hmm.
shares boundary with that axis. The axis talking about the inland, then the Iperu airport. So
Mm.
we have something at North Florida, which is a residential land zone, meaning
Mm-hmm.
clients can buy, build, and what that location comes with is within four universities: Lagos State University of Education, Yabatech University, then
Mm-hmm.
the Lasso University also, and the St. Augustine University. So location, and we are not far from the development of our popular um, um, Michael Tedola. He has an housing
Mm.
estate there owned by
Okay.
his mom. Yeah,
Is
so
that the Jebu side, close to Jebu, the Jebu side,
yeah,
or
yeah, close to the
the? Okay.
yeah, like I go to Ijebu to the first
Yeah.
to the first toll booth.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, so we have a very good land there. We already have our C of O there, so it's a
Mm-hmm.
residential C of O. So we have clients already building there presently,
Hmm.
building to live, to rent out to students, because
Hmm.
rental income is looking good there because of the students
Hmm.
influence in that location. So it's a very very good one. It's a very very good one. The smallest hostel there is renting for as high as I think as low as 350 400K.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's not a bad one. If you have an hostel location where you have 10 flats, 10 times 350, that's 3.5, and it keeps going up
Capital
as the market
appreciation.
goes, and yeah, and the land is there appreciating directly. So the
Hmm.
land is appreciating, you are cashing out passive income. Then maybe after maybe 15 years, you can just say, yeah, you're not doing this again. You want to do the by then urbanization would have set in more, and you can just up to your game comfortably.
Hmm.
So far, that is what we have in the axis that can give you passive income for because of the student location there, and inland. Once the inland port starts, you have a location where can definitely give you your Airbnb advantage for you to cash out in. So
Okay. That's awesome. So is that your the only location that you have? So this is close to the inland port, close to the
mm,
airport, and also close to the Ijebu.
universities, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ijebu.
Bells University, Babcock
No,
University.
yeah, Babcock, yes, closest to Babcock. Then Yabatech, Lagos State University of Education, Lasso campus. So for that
Hmm.
axis, that is what we have that can save
And it has a C
for
of it has a
investment
C of
opportunity.
O. It
Yeah,
has a C of
residential COV, yes. Residential
Okay. So
COV.
do you have any other locations?
So in that
That's the
axis
major
that
one.
can serve for
No,
this,
in
yeah,
Ogun
that's it.
State. In Ogun State.
Yeah, we do have others. So I was trying to pin it to the location advantage.
Oh, okay. 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 All right. So okay, that's the major one that you're offering right now, that you have for sales and that you're pushing right now.
No, but because of the location, we're talking about the location you spoke about. So that is the one
Okay. Okay. And
that
how much
services
is
that.
the land? How much is the land going for there for and the sizes?
Okay, that at North Florida is going for 32 million. Is a C of O land,
Okay.
all inclusive
For five
offer.
hundred
Yes,
square
32.
meters.
Yes, 500 square meters, all
Okay.
inclusive. And that location, we've done drainage already. There's power. It's fully fenced. It's gated. We have 24/7 security guard there already. So we have clients already building. So it's a buy and build to live
But
location.
32 million, won't some people say that's a bit expensive for Ogun State?
No, no. No, yeah, it's still it's Lagos State. Not for is in Lagos State. Ekpe, Lagos State.
Ekpe, Lagos State.
Yeah, yeah. Not for
So
is
it's
in
not in
Ekpe,
Ogun
Lagos State.
State.
No, 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 no. The one we have at Aton is the one in Ogun State. Definitely, we'll
Okay.
come to that.
Okay. So I think you should tell us more about. So this particular one now, what is the deal that you will give to the people that are watching right now?
When they reach out to you, we'll see what we can strike
We'll
out for
talk
them.
about. Okay. All right. Tell us of the other one that you have in Ogun State, because this is an Ogun State video.
Oh, okay, okay. So Ogun State is good. It's I don't want to say it has turned to it's I don't want to say it's an emerging market. Yeah, it's an emerging market, but it's positive, very very positive. So what we have that I can see on here that yes we can beat our chest on is that Aton and it's off the Sokoto Badagry Expressway. Yeah, the superhighway because part of the agendas the federal government is doing. There's one they call the Sokoto Badagry Superhighway. So we have something just 5 7 minutes from there. Yeah, at Aton, and it's very very good. And I will say of the fact that we have plenty recognized real estate companies. For example, the Adron Homes has like 5 big, massive. When I mean massive, he's doing bungalows there and selling as high as 50 million, 70 million there. To tell you that it's not a bush investment. It is buy and develop location. Yeah. So we all see the foresight of what is happening in the Sokoto Badagry Expressway. Started working from Sokoto, they are now in KB. So the Lagos part has been done to Badagry, linking down to Lusaida. So once they cross into Ogun State, that is where every client that has bought into that location cashes out immediately, and they are going to cross into that location max next year. So what do clients have to stand on? The document is very very good. As a company, as a developer, I first deal with land zone. I don't play with land zone, and that's one of the secrets that people don't know in this industry. So the land zone is a residential land zone, meaning it's free from government encumbrances. Yeah, it's a land zone. It's not agric, it's not forestry, it's not industrial. It's a residential land zone. So meaning clients can even have their own residential COO in their name. So far they are not minors. So minors from I think from 17-year-old down. So from 18, 19, you can have a COO in your name. So that is two, residential, and two, and three, the property comes with a Supreme Court judgment. You can't beat that anywhere. You can't beat that anywhere. So it's a dry land, very accessible. We've done allocation. We did allocation last month in that location. So if you are buying today, in less than 1 week, we'll give you a physical location. It connects down. It connects from Mile to Agbara. Aton is there. You can connect. If you want to pass through the winners, is you can connect easily. And one of the things about that location is once the Arc Legacy project is completed, we are like 25 minutes away from that project. A project that individually will bring in 20,000 people.
Come again? Can you come again?
I will bring in more than 120,000 people. Massive. It's like having a Wembley
I think you should
Stadium,
explain to
which is the
people
biggest.
what, for people who don't have the context of what the Arc is. What is the Arc?
So some will be against it, but it's reality. Arc is the biggest worship center in Nigeria, in West Africa. Yeah. So what concerns us as developer is not probably maybe worship or so. The inflow, because real estate is about game of numbers. When you have people coming in, definitely is going to change the dynamics of the environment. So the Arc is a worship center owned by the bishop himself. So I think the auditorium they have is small, so they want to enlarge. You would have been seeing the video. It looks like a massive stadium. As a night, it is over 65% to completion. Elevators have been installed. It's going to a lot of things are happening there, and it's going to change the dynamics of the entire Otadodo access. And even the governor is happy about what is happening there. Even the proposed future governor is happy about what is happening in that access. So
this proposed future governor.
Because it's the market. It's the market to sell their states easily. It will really help them sell their states. So the Arc is a blessing to Adodo. It's a blessing to Upper. It's going to
Mm.
change that location, and that's one of the reasons why that road that road construction is given full attention, because a bishop needs that road to be working well
Mm.
for his worship center to function well. Sorry to say, is
That's Bishop Oyedepo, David Oyedepo.
Oyedepo, yeah, is needed. Because I think I heard he's going to be having a private is I think aerospace landing space
Mm.
in the arc. Yeah. So it's a big one. It's
Mm.
a big, so people coming in for just come and drop you off, your private jet can just land there easily. And
Mm.
another thing for him is, I think the flyover. There are two flyovers. One at Ojuore, close to his church. Then another one is at his church. I think the flyover, even you can from a flyover turn in into the church premises.
Mm.
So a lot. Ota is going to experience a very big change in,
Mm.
let's say, take or leave in less than 2 years from now.
Mm.
So that is where people are looking at
And
putting
that's
their
where
money
this
into.
property you have is, and how much is it going for?
So far now, we are selling as low as 3 million for a full plot and 2 million for a half plot.
Okay. So that's
You
3
should be
million for
clapping for
500
us.
square meters and 2 million for 300 square
Half plot.
meters. Yeah, yeah. And is that all inclusive? What are the any extra fees?
So far, the extra fee we are charging our clients now is extra 950K
Okay,
for
for documentation.
survey, deed of assignment, and estate primary development, fencing, allocation, and security.
Okay, okay. And so, if you also will be coming through this video, I'm sure we'll be able to work out a good deal if you're buying bulk plots, if you're buying maybe an acre, 2 acres, 3 acres. All of the documents will be ready for you for citing and also for your due diligence if you so need the numbers for your checks at the registry and what have you. So it has been a very, very wonderful one, Mr. Yemi. I'm sure we'll be having you over and over again. There are a whole lot of insights you have about the Ogun market. I'm sure if we keep on talking, we'll be here for another hour. But I'm going to just let you. I'm just going to let you give us some last few words. Some people are still on the fence. Some people they still need. To me, I feel like with everything you've said today, it is enough for people to be convinced of the value that is in Ogun State and the value that is here today and that is coming. We didn't even speak about. I think there is a garment factory that was also recently.
Yeah,
Yes,
yes, that's yeah, Shagamu.
yes, in so there's a whole lot of things that are happening in Ogun State, and
No,
it's almost like it is the market is waiting for Ogun State to get its act together 100%, and it's already tending towards that era. And those that wait for everything to be perfect, you're waiting for all of the rules to be done, everything to be perfect. You're not going to get it at today's price, are you? So
definitely,
yeah, it has.
definitely.
So I just want you to just give us some last words.
Okay. My last words, because I definitely will be having this discussion. Ogun State is moving at the right trajectory. That is one. And I want to add this last words for my Easterners. That's my Igbo brothers and sisters out there. Aton is where you should look at investing. I know definitely you might not be able to afford the first stack, the Maitu, the trade fair, the Kukumaiko, the Janiki. Yes, even Agbara is expensive now. At least the person in Agbara is close to 15 million, 17
Mm.
million. Come to Aton, it's called land banking. Like what you said, you buy and you wait. So, my instance there, come to Aton, let's do business together. Is a good opportunity for you to put your money to land back, and you can never miss it once you are sure of the land zone and
Mm.
the titling of the location. So, Ogun State is really, really doing well. I don't want to go to
So
Shagamu too. Shagamu is another
are you
industrial
selling to
location.
only Easterners? You don't want
No,
Yoruba
I'm
people
not.
to
I'm not
buy.
citing example because my guy who have my guy who they are I'm not pitching it to because they know Yemi. The name is
Yeah,
I'm a Westerner and I'm Yoruba. But I'm just trying to
yeah,
say
yeah, yeah.
the market is not just for the
I'm
Yorubas; it's
pulling your
for
legs. Yes,
everybody.
definitely. All inclusive. So you want everybody there.
Yeah, everybody. Investment for
Yeah.
everybody. It's for everybody. So everybody, like I is it yesterday? I said today I saw Bua is refinery in Akwa Ibom is looking like it's coming. So these are the opportunities.
Mm.
It's supposed to be everybody, northerner, easterner, southerner, everybody coming together to build a better
Definitely.
Nigeria.
Maybe
Kind of.
definitely, definitely better Nigeria. Thank you so very much for I will be having him over and over again. For those of you that have already reached out and told me that you want something in Ogun, so you have shown you the two sides that you can get something. I believe this one, that is 2.5 million, 3 million is also something that people can really really start out with. Then there's the one of 32 million, right?
Yeah, yeah, the one in Lagos, not Florida.
The one in Lagos,
Definitely.
yeah, not for Rija. So if you're interested in any of this, contact me to get you started on your journey. Thank you so very much again, Mr. Yemi, for coming on this one. And reach out to me if you want more details. Kindly like, kindly share, subscribe. I'll see you at the very next video. Bye
Thank you. Good night. Bye.
bye.
Yeah, thank you. Good night. Bye.